The mosque, every mosque
Yes,
is open 24 hours around the world, or it depends on the mosque.
it depends. You know,
Yeah,
Kaaba is open 24/7,
yeah,
but this one, when we have the fifth prayer, number 5 now.
yeah.
So when we finish the prayer, they will say, "Yeah, go, go,
They're gonna
lock it."
close up.
Yeah,
Oh,
they will lock
yeah,
it. Yeah,
yeah.
but the only mosque that never closes is
Mecca.
the Kaaba, yeah,
Yeah,
in Mecca. And also in Ramadan, you know, the month of
yeah,
Ramadan,
yeah,
we do fasting,
yeah.
30 days, from dawn to sunset. So we also do extra prayers. It's optional, yeah,
Yeah.
but the reward is doubled and tripled, yeah, in that month.
Oh,
So people tend to do more prayers, especially at night.
yeah.
Some mosques do praying from night to the dawn, yeah. So they keep the mosques open in that month, yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
So what's your name?
Fumi. Fumi.
Fumi?
Yeah.
Yeah, did I say it right? Fumi.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm Yusuf.
Yusuf. You're
Like
from
I'm
Turkey?
I'm from Iraq.
Iraq.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So Yusuf is like Joseph. Yeah.
Joseph.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. So yeah, do you
So
have
this
question?
is I just read
Yeah, on the
the
tablets.
on the tablet,
Yeah.
and they say that this is the biggest mosque in Istanbul or Turkey.
Yeah, it's one of the oldest and biggest. It was 500 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you consider I forgot the name, like a big one?
Hagia Sophia and Blue
Yeah,
Mosque.
Hagia Sophia.
I didn't compare really, but if you measure the outside,
Yeah.
I think the outside is big. Like, you know, there's like huge space here, and you
Yeah.
have like you know, like little garden over here
Yeah.
and here. Yeah, there's like grass and
Do you
everything.
consider Hagia Sophia as like a mosque?
Yeah, Hagia Sophia is a mosque. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Uh, it was turned into a mosque. Uh, First, it was built in 500.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was built in 500. Yeah, by Muhammad al-Fatih when he entered in 14th century.
Mm.
On 14th century, he turned it into a mosque.
Yeah.
Yeah, and until Turkey was controlled by Greece and it was freed by Ataturk. It was converted to a museum in 1920, and until recently it was turned from museum to mosque, like
Oh,
the last 5 years. Yeah,
wow.
so it went back to a mosque. Yeah,
Okay.
so now it's mosque, but anyone can visit. I heard recently they charge 30 euros
Yeah.
for non-Muslims.
25, I think.
But if you're Muslim, you can like enter
For free.
for free. Yeah. Are you Muslim?
No, I'm not. I'm not. Yeah.
Become Muslim so you can go free.
But so, for example,
Yeah.
we met right now, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know you're Muslim. I know, of course, you're Muslim, but
Yeah.
how do you know, like,
Yeah.
the people are Muslim or not?
You can ask them.
So maybe I can lie,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Muslim, but
Yeah.
I'm not actually Muslim. So how do you know?
Maybe they're gonna watch you. We're gonna see. Is this guy gonna pray or not? I'm not sure.
So there's no certificate or
No, there's no such thing. Yeah, you just tell them what you are, and they'll believe it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm not encouraging lying, but yeah.
Yeah, of course I'm not gonna lie, but
You can become Muslim and be truthful.
yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
So anytime, anywhere, I can be a Muslim.
Yeah, anytime.
Oh.
Yeah, and you can be now, you can be later, you can be like in private, in public. Doesn't matter. It's between you and God. Yes.
Okay.
So everyone is between him and God. Yeah. And nobody have the right to interfere whether you really become Muslim or not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Once you're Muslim, khalas, you're Muslim. Whether you're sincere or not, it's between you and God, right? So this is the thing in Islam. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you know about? Do you know much about Islam?
A little bit.
Little, yeah.
Because I was in Middle East for like 3 months.
Which country? Saudi?
Not Saudi.
Qatar?
Qatar.
Yeah,
Oman,
really, yeah.
UAE,
Nice.
Jordan.
Oh, you visited a lot.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, 3 months you've been like
Yeah.
traveling? Yeah.
So I've been to a lot of like mosque.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice, and in every country you'll find the mosque is built with the style of that country.
Yeah.
If you go to somewhere parts of the world in India or China, you'll find like their own style is
Yeah.
designed with the mosque. So it's something beautiful to visit another country and then you look at the mosque. What's the mosque gonna be like? Yeah. So yeah.
So
So the message of Islam is universal. It's for everyone. It's
Yeah.
not like for only Arab people. In fact, today there's only 20% Arabs and 80% of Muslims are different. Different different background, not like Arabs. Yeah.
oh,
So
really?
80% not Arab. Had like Indonesia the most, Pakistan the most, you have in China, you have in US, you have in UK, in Australia, in
Really?
Africa, and all around the world. So anyone can become Muslim. It's open for anyone.
Yeah.
So to become Muslim, you have first to believe in one God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Allah.
So yeah, do you believe in God or not believe in God?
I mean, not officially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You find it's like maybe there's God or there's definitely God.
Maybe or maybe not.
Yeah, because when you look at the world, there's design. So there's definitely a designer. Yeah. For example, if I tell you my phone, nobody made that phone. You're gonna say you're silly. It's impossible, right? So definitely someone made that phone.
Yeah.
So we know generally from the heart, we know that nothing can come from nothing. If you keep adding zeros, 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0, you're gonna keep adding millions of zeros.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be 0 always.
Yeah.
So to say there's nothing before this world is absurd. There's definitely someone who caused this world to exist. Because if I ask you, where do you come from? You're gonna say, I come from my mother and father. And what your father came from his mother.
Yeah.
And if we keep going back, we're gonna end up with only 2 individuals, which are Adam and Eve.
Yeah.
But even those 2, we say they should have beginning. Yeah? They should have like a starting point.
Yeah.
So for them to come from nothing, it does not make sense.
Yeah.
So there's definitely something in the beginning. So for this world to come to exist, there's definitely something before it.
Yeah.
So that's what we say God. Yeah. So God have no beginning, no end, as He tells us in the Quran. So He have no beginning, but this world have beginning.
Yeah.
So God have no beginning, but God created this world in this universe within the time and within the space. So for you to create something, you have to be out of it. If you create a chair or table, you're already out of it. You're not becoming the table. So we don't say God's energy or in all of us or this, like some people say. So we say God's already out of the time and the space to create the time and the space. Yeah. So time is not applicable to God. It's applicable to us. Right? Does it make sense? Yeah. And we say God does not have gender. Yeah. And not multiple. It's only one. So God is not male or female. He is above than that. So that's only applicable on us, like the time, right? And we say there's only one God, because if you say there are multiple, God already gave us this in the Quran. If there are multiple gods equally, they will fight over power, and they will end up, each one of them take his creation and go on into his side. Take his creation, and they're gonna keep fighting. It's gonna be chaos, right? So God already gave you this possibility or this option. And if we say there are multiple gods, or we say, where did God came from? Is there another God created this God? Then we say, who is that God who created this? And we'll say, who is that God? It's gonna go infinite, right? So if I tell you, go bring me a bottle of water from that shop, and you find the line is infinite, are you gonna buy or are you not gonna buy?
Maybe not.
If it's infinite, you're not gonna reach it, right? So if you keep adding possibilities, it's gonna be infinite. It will never be created. So we'll say there's only one God that He have the will and the power and the knowledge to create us. So He doesn't need to go to take permission from someone else. So He doesn't need to go to someone else to take permission to create. So He can create whenever He wants to. So He have the will, He have the power, He have the knowledge. Because if you look at all the humans, each one of us have his DNA. And DNA is like identifier, is unique to this person. From the time of Adam until the last human, no DNA is gonna match another human. So to possess all this information, we have to be so intelligent. So you say God is all knowledgeable, right? And we also have this, unique thumbprint, and it's the same thing, same. You can take the DNA from any cell or saliva, or like from the eye or the hair, or anywhere. It's gonna be the same, but unique to you. It's not identical to any human else.
Yeah.
And we say there's design in this world. For example, we breathe oxygen, we put out carbon, and the trees breathe carbon and put out oxygen. So there's a recycling system. And when we look at the sun, it's very fixed amount of distance. If it comes closer, we burn. If it goes further, we become like frozen. So there's like specific design that's sustaining this life to make it livable all the time. So from that we say there's God, right? So do you believe now in God, or do you think that's all coincidence and chance just came by itself?
I mean, I agree. Yeah, I agree with that idea. Yeah.
Yeah, so what you read in the Quran, what we know about God, the 99 names, if you look at the second floor, that second floor have 99 names. If you look at these labels closer, so each label have 5 names. In total, there are 99. So one of them is the all-knowledgeable, all-hearing, all-seeing. Yeah, he always see, he doesn't get sleep, he doesn't get tired. He's the all-powerful. He's the first, he's the last. So nothing before him, there's nothing after him. Yeah, he's the giver, he's the taker. Giver of children, of money, of wealth, of life. He's the taker of life, of money, of children. Yeah. And like 99 names.
Yeah.
So all these 99 names that describes God. So we know God by his names and attributes, not by his appearance or shape. Because nobody have seen God in the past. Even the prophets, which are the most righteous people, they never saw God. So we as Muslim, we have absolute certainty that we will never see God in this life, but we will see him, inshallah, in the hereafter, in the paradise. So that's the best gift that a Muslim can get. When he sees God, he's not going to ask anything more. Yeah, that's the most beautiful something that a human can get, or a Muslim can get. Yeah.
So, so God has 99
names and attributes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But what does Allah mean? Allah.
So that's the word. You see it on the right with the black circle on the right, shape of W.
Yeah.
So it says Allah in Arabic. The first letter is A, and then Lam, HLL, and then Ha, which is H. So Allah. So Allah is a combination of 2 parts. Al-Ilah. You find the Spanish people, I was speaking with the Spanish people, those two. So when I said Al, they use Al in their language, right? When they identify book or the book. When I say the, you identify something.
Yeah.
So Al is identifying, Ilah is God.
Yeah.
So if you look at the language of Jesus, you know what Jesus spoke? What language? It's Aramaic. It's Aramaic. Yeah? Aramaic. Yeah? So if you use the Google and you type what's the word of God in Aramaic, you'll find Ilah. So Ilah means God. So in Arabic, in Aramaic, it's the same, Ilah. It means God.
Okay.
So Jesus was worshipping Allah in his time. And if you Google what's God in Hebrew, which is the time of Moses, Moses didn't speak Hebrew. He spoke one of the languages that's in the old Egyptian language. It's called the old Egyptian language. There's no name for it. It's called the old Egyptian language. But what they translate in the Hebrew is Iluh or Elohim. Im is for plural of respect.
Yeah.
So Im, and Muhammad, he's also mentioned in the Old Testament as Muhammadim. So Im is a plural of respect. So Elohim. So Eloh is in Hebrew, it means God. So it's Eloh, Ilah, Allah. Yeah? So it's the same God. And Allah is a unique name because there's no plural form or gender form.
Yeah.
So you can't make the word Ilah Allah, you can't make it a female or a male because it's already genderless.
Yeah.
And you can't make it plural like multiple because it means the one God.
Yeah.
You cannot say the too many one God. It doesn't matter. So that's a unique name that Allah chose for himself. Yeah?
He chose.
Yeah, he chose. Yeah. Because when you read the Quran is in Arabic. You say that Allah, that he calls himself Allah.
Okay,
yeah? So yeah.
So in Islam, like the Jesus is one of the prophets.
Yes, he's prophets, and he's one of the mightiest prophets, the 5 mightiest like the
Okay.
top 5 prophets. Yeah.
How about
Messenger.
Muhammad? Muhammad is also prophet.
Muhammad,
right?
yeah, he's the final prophet and messenger to mankind.
Final.
Yeah,
The last
the
one.
final. Yeah, I'll show you here.
But Muhammad is just a human, right?
All of them are humans.
Yeah.
Muhammad, Jesus, Moses, Abraham, Noah, Adam, peace be upon them all.
But why
have-
Muslim people like believe Muhammad? You believe all of them?
We love and respect
Yeah.
and appreciate all the prophets.
Yeah.
Yeah, but to take as guidance, to take the teachings.
Yeah.
Can you tell me how Jesus, prayed, how he, dealt with his neighbor? We cannot, because there is no eyewitness account to see him and to record and then to transmit to the next generation. This with chain of narration. Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't have to Jesus, we don't have to Moses, but to Muhammad, peace be upon him, we have this chain of narration that goes back to his time.
Yeah.
And we have the Quran memorized, letter by letter, word by word, by 15 million Muslim across the world today, in Arabic, in the original form, from cover to cover. 15 million Muslim memorized. So if you take all the Qurans and burn them or throw them in the river, we still have it memorized, which can just bring it back, just like that. So that's how the Quran is fully preserved, fully protected, never changed. There's no versions of the Quran, there's only one version. So it was never changed, never altered. Also, the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad, we have these chain of narration, and we have weak chains. We avoid those weak chains. If someone have forgetting habits within these chains, we immediately say, this is the saying of the Prophet, or the doing of the Prophet is weak, so we don't take it. We don't implement it in our lives. So we have these two teachings from Prophet Muhammad, so we can take them. But other than that, we can find in the Quran some stories of the Prophets. So whatever we have from the Quran, we can take. Okay, we say this is from God, yes? But other than that, if you have like specific practice in Christianity, or people say from history, we believe that Moses used to do that. We should not believe in that. Yeah, we believe that the word of God is the Quran and the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad, which have no mistakes and no contradictions. Yeah.
So Muslim people don't worship
Muhammad.
No.
No.
He's just a prophet. He's
just a
human.
prophet. Yeah, to deliver the revelation. Yeah, like you take him as a role model. You're like a teacher with the book, and the teacher of the book, a teacher of the book. So they all came to say one message: do not worship a human, do not worship idol, don't worship a cow, don't worship rats. You see, some people worship rats in some parts of the world. So they say one thing: worship God alone. Moses, he brought the 10 commandments, the tablets. The first commandment: hear, O Israel, your Lord is one. The second commandment: do not worship idols. So when Jesus came, peace be upon him, he said, I have the Bible in my hand as a study. We don't. I take the Bible only as a history book. We don't believe this is the word of God, only the Quran, because it's full of contradiction, right? And errors. So, but we find some remnants of truth in it. So when Jesus said in the Bible that he said, I didn't come to abolish the commandments of Moses, I came to fulfill it. So he's aiding the commandments, he brought the same commandments, yes? So hear, O Israel, your Lord is one, your God is one. So that's the first commandment. And when someone came to Jesus, also in the Bible, when someone came to Jesus, he told him, what shall I, O good master, O good teacher, what shall I do to enter the paradise? He said, why are you calling me good? There's only one that is good, and that is God. So he said, don't call me good. That's only good is God. So that is not like making him a son of God or part of God or God. That's making him a prophet. Even in all the Bible, he never claimed divinity. He never said, I'm God. He never said, worship me. Only he said about himself, I'm the prophet of God. So he said, to enter the paradise, keep the commandments. So this is a simple answer. He said, like don't kill, don't steal, don't this.
So when you guys are praying, do you connect with God?
Yes. So salah means the word salah means connection. So it's a salah, connection between the human and his creator. And the closest the closest stage that we can become to God is when we are on the ground, facing our faces on the ground, God says this is the closest thing that you can be to God. Yeah. So when we want to ask something, we just pray and this. Yeah. So
my shoe is outside.
yeah,
Should I?
you can go from here and yeah, like they will keep this door open, so you go from here and this, but yeah, they already lock it. So it's mentioned in the Bible how Jesus prayed. When he was in the Garden of Gethsemane, he went a little further and he fell to his face and prayed to God. Yeah, those are the prophets who prayed like Muslims. Abraham, Moses, and Abraham again. He prayed. Moses and Aaron, brothers, they prayed with forehead on the ground. Another time, Joshua prayed with forehead on the ground. Jonathan and David, Elijah and David, they all prayed with forehead on the ground. Ezra. You know the movements of the prayer. Of course, you spent like 3 months in. So look here. All the people stood up, and Ezra blessed the Lord, the great God. It's like when you say Allahu Akbar, it means God is the greatest. Then all the people answered, Amin. Now we will hear when he recites Al-Fatiha, he finishes, all people say Amin, while lifting up their hands. So they're doing like this, and praying. So they're lifting up their hands, and they bow their heads and worship the Lord with their faces to the ground. So they bow and they put their foot. So they bowed and they put their forehead on the ground. So this is the same movement as Muslim. So this is Ezra, Uzair, is mentioned in the Quran, that Allah caused him death 100 years and then he resurrected him again to revive the Torah for the people of different generations. Yeah. I also find these prophecies of Prophet Muhammad, about 10 prophecies. Yeah. So everything is connected from Moses, Jesus, Muhammad. Yeah, everything is connected. But there are a lot of like problems with the Bible. For example, we have like a lot of contradictions. For example, sometimes it says Jesus came with peace. Sometimes Jesus came with a sword. Sometimes Jesus say, "I came to divide the people, to divide the unity of the people, or to order you to hate your parents, hate yourself, hate your children." Like we don't agree with this. For example, you see David did sin, or Lot having sex with his daughters and impregnate them, or David wrestling with God and defeating God, or God have to rest on the 6th day. So there are a lot of things we as Muslims we don't agree with this. So this is contaminated. Yeah, it was mixed between some remnants of God word and with a lot of man words. Yeah. So we take only the Quran as guidance. So now he's saying, "Ihdina as-sirat al-mustaqim," guide us to the straight path. Sirat alladhina an'amta alayhim, the path that you have blessed them. غير المغضوب عليهم, not the ones that earned your wrath, and not the ones who went astray. Here, they say Amin. So this is the Quran. It's in both Arabic and English. So these are the scientific truth. For example, the sun and the moon, all the planets have orbits. Until recently, they thought the sun is constant, it's not moving. But recently they discovered the sun is moving. They have like this video of it. They recorded every day one picture, and they saw the orbit of the sun. The iron came from different meteors and stars. Iron was not from Earth originally. Yeah. So Allah says, "Indeed, we have sent down the iron." So the iron came from different planets. It was not from Earth. The sky was sealing from meteors and stars. There are mountains under the ground to keep the earth steady. It's like inverted under the ground mountains to keep the earth steady. We discovered this with X-ray vision. The expansion of the universe and the Big Bang is mentioned in the Quran. And we discovered this in 1930 with the Hubble telescope. We could find the space between one star and the other is getting further and further. So they realized this world is expanding, and they reverted this thing, and until it came all into one singular atom, which was affected, and then the Big Bang happened. So God affected this one singular atom, where the whole universe came to exist, and then it kept expanding. So God says we have created from water every living thing. So every living thing have water in it, even the little worms or even those creatures moving on our face. Every living thing have water in his body. So there are levels of darknesses under the water. So until you reach a point when you stretch your hand, you cannot see. That God's mentioned that here in the. I'll show you this. So darkness, or their deeds are like darkness in the deep sea, covered by waves upon waves, topped by dark clouds. So there are multiple waves under the water. One wave you can see it, another wave under you cannot see. Another wave, yeah. Darkness upon darkness. If one stretches out their hand, they can hardly see it. So you have to go 2 kilometers under the water to reach this level of full darkness when you stretch your hand. So we couldn't know there are like levels of darknesses. And you have about air in the universe. Yeah, this is the space air. Whoever Allah wants to guide, He opens his heart to Islam. But whoever He wills to leave astray, He makes their chest tight and constricted, as if he were climbing up into the sky. So whoever Allah wants to guide, He opens his chest to Islam. Whoever Allah wants to leave astray, He makes his chest so tight like he's climbing up into the sky. 1,400 years ago, we didn't know the space have no air. We thought all this universe have air. But Allah is telling you, you will reach a stage where there is no air. Your chest will be tight because you cannot find oxygen. So we say this is from God because it's still valid. Scientifically, it's valid. In terms of guidance, it's still valid. It's going to be valid and protected and guarded until the end of time. So it's safe to take this as guidance because God, He created us. He knows us better than we know ourselves. So when He told us, don't kill, don't steal, don't fornicate, don't do this, it's all for our own goodness, to live peaceful life, health life, long life, yeah? So what do you think?
Yeah.
Makes sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. You wanna become Muslim? So, to become Muslim, there are 6 points here, articles of faith. So we as Muslims believe in one God worthy of worship, only one God worthy of worship, Allah, and all His 99 names and attributes. 2, we believe in all the, if you don't believe in one of these, you can ask me or you can tell me. Yeah? If you believe in angels, all the angels that God created, which are obedient creatures, they only obey God. It's not like us, we have free will or choice. 3, we believe in all the prophets. We don't reject any of them, and we respect them, we love them. Yeah? Number 4, we believe in all the revelations, the Quran, the Injil, the Torah, but only Quran is valid. The others, we believe in them on their time, when the time it was revealed. Number 5, the day of judgment. So this life is a test. We believe in the day of judgment, that will be resurrected after this life. And will be judged based on the belief and the deeds. If you have the right belief, you have the good deeds to enter the paradise. Otherwise, it's hellfire. Number 6, the last one, is that destiny is in the hand of Allah. It's not up to coincidence or chance. Yeah. So if you believe in the 6 points, you have the Muslim belief already. If you have a question about any of them, you say, oh, I don't believe this, it does not make sense. So you say destiny is in the hand of Allah, but at the same time we have the free will. We can choose. In every second we can choose to go there or to go there. But God already knows our choices. Yeah? So before the creation of the heavens and the earth, each one of us is already, Allah knows already what he's gonna die upon. Gonna die upon the truth or the falsehood. Yeah? So God knows what's my future. I have free will, but God knows already what I'm gonna choose in every second on the way. Does it make sense? Yeah. So it's not like God is choosing for us. It's not like we are guided, like in terms of being like pulled into something. So we have the free will, we can choose, but God already knows our choices before we make them. Yeah, so we cannot trick God in any way. So this gives us more reason to believe and to submit. Yeah, because we cannot run away, because we are in His creation. We are like He's always watching, always looking at. So we cannot trick God in any way. So this gives us the reason to be a Muslim, to stay Muslim, and to do the good all the time. It's not like I pray here and I go to steal or do this or kill whatever. Yeah, because I know that God always watching me. Yes. Yeah. So do you think the 6 points make sense?
Yeah.
And we have, this is the belief side. The practical side is the prayer 5 times a day, and the fasting from dawn to sunset in Ramadan, the 30 days, and the charity 2.5% yearly of your yearly savings. Number 4, the pilgrimage. Pilgrimage is going to Kaaba once in a lifetime. In all your life, only once. If you are financially able and physically able. If you are missing one of the two, you're not obligated to go. But if you're having the two, you must. God will ask you why you didn't go when you are financially able and physically able. And number 5, the last one, is the testimony of faith. To become a Muslim, you testify to it. You say, I bear witness there is no God worthy of worship except Allah, and I bear witness that Muhammad is His servant and messenger. So this is a testimony that to become a Muslim. And we say it in every prayer. We say it even in the adhan when you call for a prayer. Yeah. But for a non-Muslim to enter into Islam, you have to say it once from the heart, sincerely, to become a Muslim. Yeah. So, you have a question for me?
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
I got many information.
Yeah, many information.
Thank
Yeah.
you very much.
But it's similar to like Christianity, similar to Judaism. But yeah. But in other faith, they limit God. For example, in Judaism, they say God wrestled with Jesus, with David, and he lost. Or they say God rested on the 6th day. Or say God forgot, or he had to remind himself, or that he saw the rainbow and he got reminded. We say no, God is above than that. God never forgets, never sleeps, never gets tired. And Judaism think they're the chosen people, that God chose them, to be like higher level than others, and say we're only the saved people, like 5% of people we're only saved, and other people are doomed. We say no, this is not. We say this is not a just God. So we say our God is just, and this does not make sense. To say only white people or only this is here. We say no. God created us in different colors, different shapes. And Allah says in the Quran, "Inna akramakum indallahi atqakum." The best of you is the most righteous, the most pious. In Christianity, they say Jesus, Son of God, or part of Trinity. Jesus never said worship me, never said I'm God, right? It was Paul, like 70 years of his absence, of the death of Jesus, 70 years. It was Paul who introduced this idea. And 325 on the Council of Nicaea, they announced Jesus was divine, or he was a part of Trinity. So it was not from his time. He didn't say it. He didn't allow it. The Christmas, the Easter egg, the bunny, or the like saints, or worshiping saints, or giving money to priests to purchase you land in paradise. We say all these like type of scams, or going to a priest asking for forgiveness. This is associating partners with God. Why are you asking for forgiveness? Ask God for forgiveness directly. So this is Islam. Islam is simple. So that's why when someone accepts Islam, we call him a revert, because you're going to his original state. Like when you have like a phone is malfunctioning, you just reset it. It goes back to the default settings. So when someone accepts Islam, he goes back to his default settings, with no any external influence, or you're born sinners, someone died for your sin, you have to believe it. You just go back to your natural state. So this is Islam.
Why do you separate right now?
Yeah, they finished the congregation prayer.
Okay.
So this is called sunnah. This is optional. Yeah, this is
Optional.
after every prayer we pray 2 prayers. Is optional. So you see some people leaving.
Last prayer, or
No, in every prayer there are 2 optional later. Yeah. Some people immediately left. Some people stayed to do the optional prayer. Yeah.
Okay, I have last one.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So the growing the beard.
Yeah. Is it like obligated?
Yeah, obligated, or
The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he said, حفوا الشوارب وعفوا عن اللحى. It means trim the mustache and spare the beard. Yeah. So Prophet, he didn't say grow the beard, because some people cannot, grow it.
Yeah.
Some people doesn't even have beards. What should they put creams and everything? Yeah, grow it. So Prophet Muhammad, he didn't say grow the beard. He said spare the beard, leave it be. Yeah, like as it is. Yeah. And the scholars, they have different opinions about how long you like. Some people like have tiny beard. Some people have long beard. Some people have like the size of like a full grip. So yeah. So it's optional thing. But to have a beard, like minimum, like you have to have a beard. Like
So Muhammad said.
He said, leave it be, like spare it. Like don't shave it, but you can like trim the mustache. Yeah, because in some, I think in Judaism they have, like growing the beard too much, or you have like in some faiths they fully, like in America or in some Christian world, they like remove it completely, like women. So we say this is like representing the manhood of man to differentiate between the woman and the man. So God created us with this thing. So why feeling shame of it, or why
Just let it be.
let it be. Because
Okay.
So if you have a question, any question else, you can ask anything. If you're willing to accept Islam, we're ready. We're here. We have Team Waqf. We're responsible of this. We have a lot of volunteers like me. We have free books over here. Anytime you need a question, come ask. And we have this system of following up with the new reverts when they accept Islam. So I have like a system that keeps teaching them, how to do the prayer, how to clean up yourself properly. So we have everything about the Prophet Muhammad, even how to clean up, how to go to toilet, what hand you should use, how you clean up yourself properly. So all these details, how to live your life. So in details, we have it from Prophet Muhammad. So we're not lost, right? So I have this system of following up with reverts, to teach them prayer, to fasting, this. Yeah. Hello. Welcome. Yes. All right.
Thank you very much.
Remind you of your name?
Humi.
Yeah. Nice meeting you. If you have a question, take a picture for the QR code.
Why not?
And you'll find my WhatsApp, my Gmail.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. You're welcome. Nice meeting you.